sheds Cogliano, who went flying into
Steven Stamkos in tight, eyeball to eyeball, gives it up, goes to a soft area.
The board, Stamkos gets it back, he shoots and scores.
Steven Stamkos landing spots. Where will he go? Tampa Lightning captain Steven Stamkos has a remarkable career of 533 goals and over 1,000 season games. Yes, he became the youngest player in NHL history. In his rookie season with the Tampa Bay Lightning, Stamkos made a splash by scoring 23 goals in a single season. And now a time comes when he is going to trade to a new team. But which team would he choose? Number 1. Anaheim Ducks. Could Steven Stamkos' move from Florida to California spark a hockey revolution in Anaheim? In the event that Stamkos decides to relocate from the west coast of Florida to the west coast of California, General Manager Pat Verbeek and the Anaheim Ducks will provide him with a large financial incentive. Well, let's try to imagine that happening. The guy obtains the money he believed he deserved from his previous team, and the Ducks get a true superstar despite his age. This superstar has the ability to reinvigorate the franchise after spending several years at the bottom of the overall rankings. In addition, they will acquire a top 6 forward recognized for their leadership and street reputation. Former Lightning winger Alex Killorn, who spent 11 seasons with Stamkos before signing a 4-year, $25 million contract with Disney West last summer, has already stated that he would try to persuade his pal to come to see the Ducks. The Ducks have plenty of cap space, and Killorn has already declared that he will try to persuade his pal to come to visit. He said, "We've got cap space in Anaheim, so I'll be recruiting him if they decide not to re-sign him." Number 2. Tampa Bay Lightning. Okay, let's start with a happy ending. For sentimental reasons, it is reasonable to assume that all parties would desire a career that began and ended on Florida's Gulf Coast. Though Stamkos was ultimately a point-per-game player for the 12th time, with 40 goals and 41 assists in 79 games, there was no pressing need to address the matter during the regular season, and it was clearly not a concern as the playoffs neared. So, while this is the moment for General Manager Julien Brisebois to focus only on getting something done with the 34-year-old and his representation, nothing has been stated to indicate that it would be easy. Perhaps Brisebois is secretly hoping to free up the large sum of money that would become available if Stamkos left. Or perhaps he's being patient and crunching the figures to see how the long-term captain fits into the plan. "We're going to sit down and analyze where we are as a team and where Steven is," Brisebois told reporters in January, "and we'll see how we can get all of the pieces to work together. My objective is to try to develop a club that has the best chance of winning the Stanley Cup. So it's never about one thing, it's always about the collective." Number 3. Chicago Blackhawks. Isn't it interesting how Stamkos has become accustomed to a certain level of success? Given this, isn't it interesting that the Ducks, despite their recent lack of success, could still pique the curiosity of a 12-time playoff participant like Stamkos? Could it be said that the Chicago Blackhawks have a better advantage over other teams? Despite only 23 victories in 82 games during the 2023-24 season, isn't there something appealing about Connor Bedard, a Calder Trophy lock, over $30 million in projected cap space for the summer, and the second-best chance to land another number 1 overall pick? Even if their number is not picked in the lottery, wouldn't they still have the ability to sign a player with potential impact for the 2024-25 season? Given all these circumstances, could Stamkos be viewed as a suitable fit to come in and engage with talent from many generations, even if it means accepting a possibly inflated salary? Isn't it critical for General Manager Kyle Davidson to guarantee that the team's finances are in place to make such an acquisition? Wouldn't both of these circumstances be good for Stamkos? Number 4. Nashville Predators. So, what exciting developments are occurring here? Could this be another installment of the Stamkos leaves Tampa and joins up with some old buddies tour? This time, the tour takes the surefire Hall of Famer to Tennessee, a not traditional hockey destination where the Nashville Predators emerge as an appealing option. What moves could GM Barry Trotz make with approximately $20 million in cap room for the upcoming 2024-25 season? Amidst the departure of 3 players, one can't help but wonder if Trotz would use these financial resources to entice Stamkos and strengthen the attack, assisting second-year coach Andrew Brunette in establishing a winning team culture. Speaking of Brunette, his journey is amazing. After serving as an interim with the Panthers after being swept by Stamkos and the Lightning in the 2022 playoffs, he returned to the Predators at the start of the 2023-24 season, guiding them to a respectable 99-point season and a first-round matchup with Vancouver. Furthermore, his visit to the Volunteer State means a reunion with former Tampa Bay teammates Ryan McDonagh and Luke Schenn. McDonagh's trade to Nashville following the Lightning's 2022 finals run secured his commitment until 2026, while Schenn, after stints with the Canucks and Toronto Maple Leafs, is also committed to the Predators until the same time period. Well, what changes will their reunion bring to the team? Number 5. Florida Panthers. Isn't it intriguing how the Panthers, despite their first series win in 3 years following defeats in 2021 and 2022, seem to have foreseen a risky move looming into the summer by signing Stamkos? Securing such a significant victory in the Sunshine State rivalry undoubtedly raises eyebrows. But what would happen if they managed to sway the Lightning captain to relocate 250 miles southeast, joining a team that had made it to the Cup final the previous spring and had the potential to do so again? Just picture Stamkos receiving the chalice from a jubilant teammate, parading it around Amarant Bank Arena while adorned in the navy blue, red, and tan cloth of a number 91 jersey. Can you imagine the scene? Amidst a flurry of salary adjustments, the Panthers now boast over $20 million in cap space for the 2024-25 season. But what if they lose center Sam Reinhart? Wouldn't they then require a top 6 player who not only delivers on the ice but also adds value within the locker room? As Sportsnet's Jeff Merrick aptly suggests, should the Lightning allow such a player to hit the market, wouldn't it make sense for the Florida Panthers, with a significant salary coming off the books after this season, to offer similar financial incentives? After all, last time anyone checked, both teams play in the same state. So, what do you think? Which team is most suitable for him? Let us know in the comments below, and if you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for the latest updates.